I'm Caleb. Please like and subscribe.
Welcome back to another episode of
Holly?
And the Bros. Number one.
I don't know why that caught me off guard. I
114.
wasn't expecting the dance.
Yeah,
So-
my friends are winning.
Yes, I saw that they are winning, and there were a bunch of big games this week. Maybe we'll talk a little bit of NFL while we wait for everybody to get in here. But we started Thursday night with the Eagles and Commanders. Then you have the Ravens and the Steelers playing right now, which is kind of last time I checked, it was a little bit 7-9 Steelers. Then you got the Chiefs and Bills, which a little bit later on we'll get into our prediction of that score for 10 golden tickets. If we get it right, Trucker set it up to where if we get it right, he's going to give 10 golden tickets to someone out there in the land of X. So we'll do our best.
Mhm.
And then tonight you've got the Chargers and the Bengals, which is all of these games have big time playoff implications. So it'll be interesting. And then, of course, tomorrow you have the Cowboys and Texans. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Hmm.
the Cowboys are so trash. It's not even funny.
Not America's team
Hey.
anymore.
No,
Maybe not trash.
the Cowboys are trash.
You could just say they're not
Oh.
very good. That just sounds so
No,
sad.
let's think about it. It's not necessarily just the players. It's the owner. It's the stadium. I keep seeing these videos of these noon games in Dallas, and the sun's shining through the windows, and the receivers can't see the ball. You're telling me you built a $1 billion stadium and never even thought what direction it sits compared to where the sun would be in the afternoon on Sundays in the fall? Like,
Home field advantage.
My
and
God.
then
Wow.
he won't put curtains up because he doesn't like the way that looks. And then they had a press conference last week after the game with their head coach. I think it's Mike McCarthy. Did you see what was to the side of him? A big shade to keep the sun from shining in his eyes while he was doing the press conference.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's hilarious. There's just some organizations. I mean, it's not just professional sports, obviously, but there's organizations out there that just are not run well, just at all. And I don't know. Sometimes it makes me laugh. And I've never liked the Cowboys, so I'll laugh at them. See how many people in the comments I
Wow.
made mad, but so how was everybody's week?
It was a
Good.
damn good week.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, you know what, Holly? So the week itself was good until yesterday.
Why?
Oh,
And then I almost burned my house down.
What?
Whoa.
Please do tell. What?
So I
he's
decided,
angry.
Made the
yeah, because
wife
I was
mad.
angry, not because of anything else. I was just angry. But I decided that this year, new house, right? Just moved April. I bought Christmas lights that were the exact length
Oh,
of my roof line. And I had this whole elaborate thing planned out. And if you guys know me, but the people out there that maybe don't know me, when I do something, like I have it pre-planned from A to Z. And there's no fluctuation of anything that's going to go wrong because I've already got everything lined out of what could go wrong, how I'll fix it, all that sort of stuff. It's a curse. I'm not bragging. It just is what it is. So after 6 hours of hanging these very expensive permanent lights on my house, I plugged them in.
I've seen this in a movie once.
2/3 of them worked. And I cannot figure out why the other
But-
third don't work.
Well, when you tested them on the ground, they all worked.
Oh, yeah. I
something
tested
else
them
went
before I
wrong.
hung them.
Yeah.
Because I'm not talking about clipping them on your gutters. These are like permanent year-round lights that go under the soffit, and they're spaced about a foot apart, and they screw into the soffit. So I wasn't about to screw 75 different lights up across the front of the house without making sure they worked. So needless to say, I was a little bit angry, and I still haven't figured out why.
Mike D
So-
can fix it.
Mike D
Yeah.
probably can fix it.
Yeah.
It probably could.
Yeah.
But I kind of really wanted to like have them ready to go before Mike D ever saw them. But that may not be the case
Yes, you may
Ah.
have to come and fix them.
because we're ready. Tell him to bring his tool bag. Yeah, for those of those who don't know, there's here fairly shortly we're going to actually have another get together. So we're all looking forward to it. At least all of us. I don't know if Greg is or not, but everybody else is.
Wow.
Wow.
Throw him under the bus.
No, so full moon. Did you guys drink your moon water?
I
did.
sure did. I was
Lots
so
of them.
thankful Greg reminded us because I totally forgot. And Meg actually, I feel like Megalodon reminded me the day before. And so but I didn't put it out. I thought, oh crap, I just forgot. But no, I didn't.
You know, I should have, and maybe I have time while I kind of go through some stuff. I should have taken the picture of, was that in the big group text or just the four of us, of Greg's urn?
He had to set his grandma out there.
Yeah, I put his grandma out there. I can't.
Gosh, she
Wait a
needs the moon
minute.
too.
When he first said like the urn, I was like, okay, so
Oh, I found it.
There it is.
The
I
urn.
thought it was an urn. I'm like, but why?
It's a water
Who's
bottle.
in there? Who's in there that you're like?
It's his grandma.
It changes weekly.
Yeah, it's his latest victim. Yeah, his latest victim. All right, I'm going to try to send this to myself real fast and post this for everyone to see, because if you don't think this is an urn, then there is something wrong with you. And
just showed
Greg,
Greg just showed it.
oh
He just
no,
showed a lot. Yeah. He showed
no,
a lot
no,
where
no!
you're like-
You got to see the picture of Greg's urn in his
Oh.
yard.
In the
Mhm.
moonlight.
Yeah, in the moonlight. Because I think there's something wrong with Greg, and I'm trying to figure it out. And I
love
just want everyone
Like
else's
blood
opinion on that.
sacrifice.
Yeah, something. I mean, it's a little bit weird. Oh, there it is. See if we can get
Oh,
this
there it
into.
is.
Ooh.
The music's
Oh,
been
I didn't
beautiful
realize
lately.
that. I didn't really pay attention to what was in the background of this picture.
Oh, that's all right. What's in the
Racing around
background?
naked again.
It's your man shed.
Oh, my man's shed where I live.
Let me see if I can get this
I
up
don't even
here.
think I remember
It's his clubhouse.
seeing the mansion. I was so concerned over the urn that is all. I was like, well, why? Why does it got to be an urn? Like I was so confused.
There it is. There's Greg's
Yeah.
urn and his other mason jar out in the moonlight. Did it give you
Yeah.
superpowers, Greg?
I think it did.
I don't
At
think
least
it
in
did.
the urn.
So
All
did
that
it change?
copper.
So did it change the taste?
I
I seriously feel like the next morning when I drink it, it tastes different.
Huh.
I don't
I
know
haven't-
what it is, but to me it tastes different. And you guys
Well-
should know
It's all up
I
here.
am like a water snob, so I really can drill down into like what's
What's
what.
yours?
water.
What do you put yours in? Glass or
Yeah, like a little mason jar.
mason jar?
well, I didn't drink out of the glass. I drank out of the urn. But I think the copper kind of makes it taste. You know what I mean?
Like hose
Same.
water.
Hose water.
It's got a metallic taste. I don't know.
That's kind of how my hose water was.
Well,
Yeah, it's true.
Mhm, you know, a little rust. A little rust never hurt anybody.
That's right.
So you want to talk about the good things happen this week, or do you want to talk about
Yes.
the good things first?
We need good.
Yeah, I don't have anything bad that
All right,
happened.
then you go. You talk about good things.
No, I just feel
I'm
like
so angry about the Christmas lights. All right.
yeah,
We need to figure that out.
Josh is gonna need your help.
it's an angry elf.
Like he just walked by. I'm like, he needs your help. Um,
Uh,
My name's
No.
Mike D, and I'm about to get money.
Sorry, I can't help myself, but I had a hard time finding it, so the timing was bad.
So no, my week just was overall good. I mean, so this season, I guess, we're just so busy with work. And it's like because we then go into like code freezes where we cannot release anything between a certain amount of time. And it's usually about 2 to 3 weeks and around Christmas because a lot of people are off. So don't launch anything because if it
Mhm.
breaks, nobody will be there to help. So we try to
Smart.
get we try to get all of we're currently in quarter 3. So we try to get everything done before this code freeze. And so we've just been really busy. However, I've gotten to work on a new tool from Google that I'm so excited about. And I learned it and I love to learn, you guys. It's like my favorite thing. And then when it comes to tech, it's even that much better. And so I feel so accomplished because now I'm going to be training everybody on how to use this tool. So, and then getting to work with Google is just always really, really fun. So
can you tell us what the
That's
tool
wow.
is?
I can't tell you what the name of the tool is, but I can
Super
tell you-
secret stuff, isn't it?
That's how conspiracies start.
Yeah, I can tell you it's around testing and validation automatically. So we don't have to have, testers go in and make sure that everything is working fine. This just runs on its own and it tells you whether it passes or fails. If it fails, of course, you know exactly where it failed. So you can go in and fix whatever it is. So
That's smart.
Can we use
Does
it on
involve
Greg?
Doge?
Big
no,
robots.
I don't think
What?
there's any help in Greg.
Yeah,
these
I want something
Wow.
that validates what Greg says before he
Wow.
says it.
Mhm.
I thought you were on my side. Ollie. Gosh.
No, we've had this
The cheese
conversation
stands
before.
alone.
Yeah, the
Yeah, but-
cheese stands alone.
She was my last hope.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Greg. I'll try to be nice to you since now you know Holly won't be.
Yeah.
So, what
Matt,
else
where you
happened this week that made you happy? Holly,
Oh my gosh. Crypto.
Yeah.
So, was anybody else's phone like vibrating so much it was like lifting off the table
Yes.
with notifications?
Yes.
I kept opening my wallets and just seeing this cost. And you know how hard it is for me to see how much I have and to be like, but you gotta hold it. And so I'm like, holy shit. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, because there's everything goes through your mind, right? Like, okay, if I was to take this now, I'd pay this off and pay this off. I
Yeah.
wouldn't have these bills, but then I would have no crypto. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? And so it's
Yeah.
like, no, hold on to it because I think we're just getting started.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had that conversation. Was it Monday or Tuesday? We were talking on the phone, Holly, and
Yeah.
that was what we were talking about. There's going to be some really hard decisions to be made over the course of, I don't know, 6 months to say 3 years, whatever that looks like for
Yeah.
whatever your plan is. But it was also kind of nice to see the last 3.5-ish years. I've lost track of time since we've started this investment
yeah.
to see it kind of pay off. Like the dollar cost averaging through blue chips for 3+ years
Mhm.
to all of a sudden, I'm not going to get into specifics, but my wallet has never had that much money in it before. And
And
I've
the-
already cashed out 2/3 of what I put in along the ways. Now I just have 1/3 left, and it's still crazy higher than I ever imagined it would be now, especially where we were 2 months ago. You know,
Yeah, exactly. And so I want to ask you guys, why do you think it's easier to hold when you're down than to hold when you're on the positive side?
I have an answer for you, but I'll let them go first.
Well,
This
when
should
you're
be a
down,
bold choice.
when you're down, you still have that hope of it going back up. Why would you pull it out when it's low?
Okay,
Yeah.
but why would you? Okay, it goes up. Why would you? Why is it harder to
Got
hold
money
now
in
that
your
you're on
pockets.
the-
Ah,
That's burn a
that's
hole in your pocket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have. For me, it's I haven't seen this in so long
Mhm.
that it's like, is it going to go down? Am I going to lose all my, lose all of my profits now,
Yeah.
or what? Like, because I had people telling me, well, why aren't you taking profits? Because it's not even close to what
yeah,
I think it can go to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm with you there.
Seeing that dollar amount and it being higher than what you originally put in it, it is really difficult to hold it because
Yeah.
you do have that fear of it going back down. So
Or soon to cash out, it skyrockets.
that's
Oh yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
So
Well,
with Doge,
Hmm.
I got caught on Doge. I sold.
Oh, a lot of people did.
Yeah, I sold some Doge because it finally was going up and it was at almost 29 cents. I think I ended up selling some of my bag at 28.8 or something like that.
Mhm.
And I was like, I'm going to keep this. And then when it goes down, I'm going to put it all back and I'll, get even more coins for this. That shit skyrocketed up to 40 cents and hasn't been back down to where
Yeah.
and so even though I should put it back because I feel like I just lost money, and so I don't want to put it back.
Yeah, you
Well-
lost that 5 cent
Well-
that 5 cent increase there. Yeah,
Right.
I'm with you.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that kind of I got caught up because I tried to trade it out in and out, and that's what happens. I think a lot of people did, like Josh said, but I was one of them, and I'm like butthurt about it.
Your butt.
Well, it hurt.
All right, you guys.
I'm in it for the long haul. I'm a holder.
Oh, Greg, you're like a Doge to $5 holder. So
Yeah,
Yep.
5 or
Greg's
10.
like, hell yeah.
Well,
Greg's
think about
never
it
going
like
to
this.
sell anything.
Well, I'm at a position in my life. If it was your 401k, would you
Oh,
pull
God.
out?
Yeah.
I mean, you'd leave it in, right?
Mm.
Yep.
That's the way I look at crypto.
I
I'm
didn't.
thinking like 20 years from now, 10, 20 years from now.
I took my
I wanna-
401k
I
and
wanna see
invested
where
in
it's at
myself.
That's true.
Did you really?
hmm
I mean,
I cashed it out and
figured I'm
invested in myself, and the gains have been
awesome.
it's about 4x itself.
Yeah.
So, but I understand what you're saying, Greg. I totally do. And if that is part of the problem with what I call, and this is for myself, greed. Like, what is enough? When is it enough? Because I can keep playing the ups and downs and possibly get caught and increase my bag percentage, say 5% each time I play the ups and downs, which I did
Mhm.
do that a lot like 2 years ago. But you know how much peaceful the last 2 years of my life have been when I finally got to those bag goals, and then I didn't really care where it was at. I have rough price points that I want it to get to that I can sell. And when it hits that, then I'll make the decision, okay, am I going to sell now? But there's also different blue chips that I have that some of them, like XRP for me, is a longer hold. Like I just know with the price point that in my brain where I think it may go, that will probably be the last one I sell. But
Yeah.
at some point, if you're not selling any of it, then why are you in crypto?
That's
the long
exactly
haul.
like that's for
Okay,
the long.
but at some point you have to sell it.
At some point, you're right.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making
20,
sure.
30 years from now. Now, I'll tell you what what I did
Not-
do
not
though.
me.
Instead of pulling profits, which I have, I mean, here and there, I kind of look at it. If I'm living within my means now, like
Mhm.
and I don't need it, it's there in an emergency scenario. I can
Yeah.
always pull it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But what I've done, this go around is take some of the profits and just swap it or reinvest it into other crypto that I think is up and coming.
Yes.
Yeah. That's smart.
That may get higher gains in the long run than what it's currently in.
Mhm.
I
Diversity.
agree with you. I agree with you because I also did that. I got rid of some, and this, this is going to be in my Let Me Holly at You segment, but I did get rid of some of my cryptos and put it into blue chips
Gotcha.
because I feel like altcoins are the way to go this go around. So yeah, some of the mean
Are or are not.
they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To each their own, right? Because we're not here to tell people what to invest in by any means, but man, just going through different cycles of the whole crypto market and things like that. I've seen too many people, myself included, get wrecked on certain coins that I have where I'm at in life. I'm just stuck to the blue chips and to some of those, maybe altcoins, not necessarily top end blue chips, and in the last 3 weeks, it's greatly paid off. So, everybody's got to have a different plan. We talked about that, right? With age has a lot to do with it too. Like Greg, he's 12, so he can hold for a long time, but I'm like 80, so I can't hold that long. But,
80.
so to each their own, but it was a good week. It was almost like validation of, yes, this is where we knew it could always get, not that it's over, but that it is going to get where we've always kind of thought it might get. So that was really, really nice.
Yeah.
And XRP and along with some others and Sol got added to Robinhood, which never hurts.
Huge.
And whenever XRP was listed on Robinhood and then it got taken away,
Yeah.
they aren't putting that back on to just take it away again. Like,
I know.
no matter how much we like it or dislike it, there are always going to be people out there that know more than other people know. There's something going on with XRP and XLM right now, even more so than what we even
Yes.
know. So just keep
Yup.
your eyes on those. Not telling you to buy them or anything like that. Just do your thing. What are we supposed to say, Greg, when we talk about money? Not financial advice.
Oh yeah, not
Okay.
financial advice.
I threw you a softball and you swung and missed.
I did.
Kevin.
Let me ask you a couple of questions before we get
There you
into there it is.
My
Just
bad.
kind of current event type things. Did you guys watch the fight Friday night?
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Were you able to watch the fight Friday night?
So the crazy thing is it started doing the buffering thing for me early on, and I had made a post about it and said, is anybody else is doing this? And everybody's like, mine's working just fine, like check this, check that. And you guys, I work in IT. I know what to look for.
Turn it off and turn it back on again, Holly.
Restart.
And that's where I was going with it. Come to find out, if you just backed out of it and went back in, it worked for probably about
A
10
little
minutes.
bit. Yeah.
And then you'd have to do it again.
Wow.
I cannot believe that Netflix was not prepared for this.
Me
I
either.
cannot believe it. And I don't care, like, if your internet, or your Netflix worked, good for you. But half of America, it did not work.
Right,
did
right here. I never got to watch a single second.
Mine worked fine until the middle of the women's match, and then it shut down.
Yeah, the women's match was
Dang.
crazy.
good.
Those girls are like
Brutal.
crazy strong. They did not let up. The other girl, Taylor or something, she was hanging on the other girl, kind of a lot,
Yeah.
cutting her and stuff. I thought that was a little like, what the heck is she doing? Come to find out, it's a strategy. Like
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
to tire them out is hang on them. I didn't know that.
So they got to support your body weight too.
Yeah. And so I didn't realize that. I was just like, what is she doing? Is she tired? And Mike's like, no, it's a
She
strategy
loves her.
to do.
She loves her so much.
But I thought like both girls
Snuggle
did
time.
amazing.
They
Fight of
did.
the night.
Yeah, it really was. However, I was not a fan of the other one, the one that lost, and how they were being completely poor sports on it. I didn't like it. I mean, her and I don't know who that guy was, but he literally just said exactly what she just said. And it was just like, wrap it up, stop it. You look like an idiot. Because if you guys don't know, there was a boxer from Casa Grande, Arizona.
Oh, I
That
didn't know that.
Seriously,
I could never get logged in. I had to watch highlights later.
my brother-in-law actually knows him. And so like I was really excited about that. I got to watch some of it. It was kind of a hit and miss. I had to back out, go back in, and that's the one I really, really wanted to watch the most.
Was that the one with the pink shorts?
No, Ramos, and the pink shorts and the red and black shorts. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
And then the pink shorts ended up winning, which is totally like fine. But the way that they both, like, their interviews was with such class. I was so proud of them. I mean, because you can tell that they chose their words very carefully. Not one word out of their mouth was bashing the other by any means. And
It was a
that
good fight.
was a great one too. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, what about Mike Tyson's fight? What do you think about that?
I
Really
felt
cool.
like I was watching a young dude fight a geriatric dude. Not even kidding. Like he
Yeah.
had the old man shuffle even when he was walking
Yeah.
away. It made me really sad because
Hey, don't point out the old man shuffle. I'm starting to get that.
he had the old man shuffle.
Yeah.
No,
Um,
Caleb said something really good the other day when he said when he couldn't take off his own T-shirt. Caleb was like, "I'm a little worried about this fight."
Yeah. The day
'Cause-
before they were doing weigh-ins, he couldn't take his own T-shirt off.
He
Oh,
just kind of
gosh.
leaned over and they took it off of him, and I was like, "If I'd have seen that, I'd have been really worried about the situation."
I definitely think he worked more on his upper body than his
Yeah.
legs by a lot.
He hurt
Um,
his knee. He injured his knee.
yeah, then that's why it got postponed. Look,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or something like
Well,
that.
Well, he got
He
really
had a-
sick.
He had a heart issue. He almost
Oh.
died.
I mean, you gotta give it to him for trying, but you've also got to know when the towel is thrown in. And I feel
Yeah.
like that was
Last
okay.
day.
However, at the end of the, like, when they were interviewing him, he actually came out and said, it's not over. He's going to try it again.
Yeah, I hope not. I'm just glad he got his payday.
For what?
Yeah.
I mean, he's
I
a
don't-
legend. He's got nothing to
Well,
prove.
Well,
Payday
and
then.
I was really worried that what's his face Paul was going to give him a good hit and he was going to go down. I was really scared for that.
So he
But-
stunned him, I think, in like round 3. And I kind of felt like maybe it was round 2.
It was round 2, and after that, he didn't look the same because
No.
he did come out guns blazing the first round, and I was like, well, maybe there's
Yeah.
to this. But then, like round 2, he did stun him, and he never really looked the same after that.
Well, there's also people saying in the contracts that if he would have knocked Paul out in the first round, he didn't get paid anything. Second round, he got a little bit. Third round, even more, so on and so forth. I don't know if any of that's true. I think Trucker I'm going to put his comment up
Yeah,
here.
I was just going to tell
It's
you.
like,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
was-
thinking it was a tribute to a legend, and I agree with that. But how come the whole thing can't be that way? Because in the beginning, it was a bunch of trash talking. It would be like, "Hey, I'm just going to fight a legend. We're just going to see what happens."
Yeah.
Then that's how every of these celebrity boxing matches go. It seems like trash talk. Well, we didn't really mean it. We're just trying to sell tickets. Let's just be
You're
open
right.
and honest about it. You know?
I mean, they would have got the same turnout
I-
even if
Oh
they,
yeah.
this is just we want to see what's going to happen. Like, let's.
I think
you
so
know,
too.
but I think they think the trash talks brings in suspense, which makes everybody more on the edge of the seat. But in this case, I really don't think it was needed.
No,
The
I
one
don't either.
Going to watch, which really pissed me off because first off, I had the U of A basketball game. They were playing Wisconsin. Bearded, I don't want to hear it. Yes, we lost.
Bearded's probably watching the Packers losing to the Bears right now, 19-14.
Karma.
Probably not watching late. Oh man, Holly, that's
Dang.
No, he got me. Like, I was so caught off guard, and he was like, "Good morning, Holly. I'm pretty sure you don't want to talk about last night or something." I'm like, "How dare you?"
I
Um,
saw that, but I thought he was talking about football, and I went and you guys won Friday night. Yeah. So I was like, I don't know what he's talking about.
It was so frustrating because the basketball game was on, the U of A football game was on, and the fight was on all at the same time. And I was like trying to go on my phone and check the scores and watch this, and it was chaos, and I was upset. It was too much for me. Too much TV.
It was a lot.
Mhm.
I will tell you one thing that I wanted to discuss with you guys, and then we can get into our segments. Something I noticed, I've been noticing over the last 2 to 3 weeks, maybe even 2 to 3 months in the NFL. And then we saw again last night, Friday night, during the fight was, have you noticed how many fights there are in these stadiums during football games? And the crowds were having fights during the Tyson Paul fight. There seems to be more and more of that. Like people were fighting in the crowds. The
Oh,
crowd
I
was
didn't
fighting
know.
each other.
Gosh.
So
Maybe-
my thought is, when's the last time you went to like a big sporting event? Paul, yours was probably not very long ago, like
Yeah.
college.
Weeks, yeah.
How many security people do you think are there?
A shit ton.
Yeah.
Okay, how many is it? That's not a number.
Oh, and well,
Wow.
the Bay games, I would say probably close to 30.
30 like
Security.
security
Well,
people?
Yeah, if not more, though. Actually,
Okay, let's say it's
I
100.
was gonna say 50.
Let's
Yeah.
call it 100. How many
Okay.
fans are there?
oh, a shit ton.
A shit ton.
That doesn't go in my mathematical calculator right here.
We can't-
I don't. I mean,
Uh,
you have. I mean, at least 20,000.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: is how many people can fit into the Cowboy Stadium? Because that's where it was.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Well, like if
Yeah.
it's and plus they were selling floor seats. But let's just say, like I know the Arrowhead Stadium for the Chiefs holds 80,000 people. Okay,
Mhm.
I would guess there was at least 80,000 people at the fight Friday night
At least, yeah.
because you had it full plus on the ground. But
Mhm.
let's just say there's 100 security guards, and there's 80,000 people.
Right.
Does that make
Stop
sense to
them.
anybody else? That doesn't make sense to my brain. So the
No.
only way that works is if people police themselves, right? Like
Mhm.
I'm just not going to throw hands with Greg just because it's the wrong thing to do,
Yeah.
right?
Oh.
But if everybody that showed up decided, hey, we're just going to throw hands the entire time,
Yikes.
mass chaos, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
So Do you think as we're moving forward, as we start to see more and more? Now, I understand part of the reason we're seeing it more and more is because everybody's carrying around a camera, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if it starts to get out of hand, will that deter you from going to a sporting event?
Like a Chiefs game or something.
It could.
No.
Because I don't really like large crowds to begin with.
I
Yeah.
don't.
There's just too much going on, too many sides to defend, if that makes sense. And for whatever reason, I always feel like I'm the one that has to take care of like my wife and daughters, and I'm always on. And it's not enjoyable after a while. But I just start thinking about it and counting like security guards. You have one at the end of each aisle. There's probably some that you don't see. There's some on the field. But in a situation, let's say that you're at the University of Michigan, there's 100,000 people. If you had 100 security guards, that's one per 1,000.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Even if you had 1,000 security guards, you're still screwed.
Yeah, the math don't work on that. If they wanted to all rush the field, you're not stopping them.
No.
If they all decided to like just rip their chairs out of the stadium and run off, you're not stopping them. I don't know. It's just something I thought about when I saw that. I was like, how safe are we really when we're in these stadiums? You know what I mean?
Really not. You're really not.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's kind of an illusion.
I love the energy going to games.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of my favorite things why I go. I love that feeling. But if anything like craziness happened around me, I think that would be enough to be like, okay, I can't do this, because I go into the game without like really thinking about that security. But
Mhm.
if something were to happen where I would hope I would never be involved in it. But if it was surrounding me and there was nothing I could do, like to get away, okay, that might be the last time I go to that.
Well, I've told you this story before often. I won't get into great detail, but last time I went to a Royals game, there was a little bit of an interaction between fans and myself. And then, of course, Giant Caleb was there, and my brother-in-law, who's a Giant, and Matt was there. So when I said my things and they kind of stood up, those people ended up leaving, so it wasn't a big deal.
Mhm.
But what if they didn't? What if they just decided at that point they were going to do whatever they wanted with me and my wife and kids there? Just
Right.
things that my brain thinks about. And then I see these gigantic like activities
to
with
jail.
all these people. Yeah, or dead. I mean,
Mhm.
I would like to think that I can hold my own, but not against 10 other dudes. You know what I mean? Like,
That's what Caleb.
it's not going to happen. I know. I'm not going unless Caleb's going to be there.
Yeah, there
Right.
you go.
Wow.
Well, I had went to a football game at ASU, and so if you guys know anything about U of A and ASU, huge rivals. It always happens. Like
Two
that.
party schools.
But I went, two party schools in the
Yeah, big time.
But I had went to an ASU U of A game in Tempe in ASU, and the fans, because I was all decked out. I mean, even more than today, because I put on tattoos on my face, like it's crazy. And they were actually like, fans were throwing things at me. I wasn't saying anything, but I was like, popcorn was being thrown at me, ice was being thrown at me, and ice hurts just because I was dressed up. I wasn't even cheering at this point because I was scared, because we were beating them.
Mhm.
I was scared that they were going to get offended to cheer, but that was the last time I ever went, and will be the last time I ever go to ASU, because
Mhm.
of how they treated me. Basketball is different, like so cool. They're different, but football, holy shit.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to scare anybody off. It's just sometimes I'm sitting there and I'm thinking about these sort of things, and if you really think about it, it's not just that. It's like, why do we even think that people that are driving on the same roads that we're driving on are actually going to do what they're supposed to do with their lane?
Right.
You know, like we police ourselves on a lot of different things that we don't even think about, and
Okay.
it wouldn't take much to just
Yeah.
make it complete chaos. So I don't know. Just
Well, Josh,
these are the
Meg
things that I
makes a good-
think about when I sleep.
I was saying Meg makes a good point. How many police officers are in your town?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the population to the
No, and that's what I'm talking about too. Like if the little town here that we live in, 1,000 people, has like 3 cops. If the town decided to do whatever they wanted to do, those 3 cops aren't stopping it. You know,
Right.
if they decided they wanted to burn something down, it's going to get burned down. You can call in county cops, but still their full force is probably say 100 people. 100 people are not going to stop 1,000 people if 1,000 people really want to do what they want to do. So, yeah, it might be a hermit, Meg. That very well could be. I've just learned that there are different things that I think that as the older you get, the less you take for granted. And I think safety is one of those things.
Oh,
At least as a young man, I always figured I was invincible, right? And then the older I get, I look around and go, well, if all these people wanted to do what they wanted to do and just did it and didn't care about the repercussions, not so invincible.
Yeah.
All right. So before we
Yeah.
get to Let Me Holly at You, we have to predict the score of the Chiefs-Bills game so that if we get it right, so we want to be realistic here.
Mhm.
If we get it right, somebody's going to win 10 golden tickets. So
Sweet.
how are we going to do this as a group?
I'm going to let you three because I already made my prediction. And
And then nobody can be mad at you?
yeah, exactly.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Greg, what's your thoughts? What's your score? We'll combine them.
27-13
27-13 Bills.
Chiefs.
Bills.
Gosh. What?
Caleb?
What?
24-21 Chiefs. Think
What
it'll be
was yours?
close.
That's probably
24-21.
That was mine, Caleb. That was,
Oh, was it?
my
Okay.
prediction. Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, that's funny is mine was actually going to be 23-13 also.
Bill.
So
Flip
we
a
have to
coin.
make it a legit. How about we combine those two? We make it 27-21 Chiefs.
Okay. I'm good
All
with
right.
that score.
That works.
All right. So our official prediction is
27-20.
27.
20. Go with 20.
All right.
If it ends up being 21, people are going to hunt you down. 27-20
That's security
Chiefs.
guards.
I'm
30.
not scared.
30.
Security.
27-20 Chiefs. So I don't know if Trucker's in the comments if he got that.
27-20.
7-20.
I will go in and try to find it. And maybe I can
still
put
gonna
it
be
on the.
score. Trucker's laughing.
Okay, I'm gonna put it right here on the comment that we reposted. And then that way it's written down for reference. 27-20 Chiefs. There it is. Good luck. Sorry if Holly screwed you with that 1 point.
Sorry.
Blame it
No,
on Holly.
Hey, she's
All right,
down.
Holly, are you ready to do your segment?
let's do it.
I'm really kind of curious to see what you got going on here, but
Ooh.
we'll find out.
All right. So let me holly at you real quick. Today, I want to holly at everyone about meme coins versus shit coins. So, but first, I'm going to start off by the other day. It was on the 7th. Can you hear Kevin? He's going
A
crazy.
little bit.
I can hear him a little bit, but it's good
It's not
background
bad.
noise.
So on November 7th, I had posted a tweet that says, listen, if you get in a coin because everyone is talking about it, the chances are you got in it at the high. You have no one to blame but yourself. No one told you to press the buy button. It's a freaking gamble out here in the meme streets. Accountability is real. Quit complaining and being salty. So
I like it.
You said that?
I said that.
Man,
And
that's a
I
cojones on that one.
So here's the thing is there is a huge difference between a meme coin and what we call a shit coin. And I know
Yes.
we refer to shit coins still as meme coins. Some people really don't like the word shit coin, and I didn't for the longest time.
But there's a reason.
yeah. But this season, I have come to realize that there are so many shit coins that are pump and dumps. I can't even, it's probably 1,000 a day coming out.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
These bigger accounts, and I don't even want to say influencers. I mean, there
Yeah.
are influencers. They want to consider themselves, but they are screwing people over left and right. And it's, you guys, it's only for, a couple $1,000. That's
Mhm.
it.
Right.
And these big accounts are trying to act like they're holding long term, all this stuff, but it's a shit coin. Who's holding a shit coin long term?
No,
Let's
no.
just be really honest about it. I know I'm not, but I just feel like your favorite person that you follow is steering you in the wrong direction. If they're talking about a coin, I promise you it's too late. I promise you that they're just telling you to get in so they can get out with
Mhm.
profit.
Get your money. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and I mean, I don't want to discredit at all meme coins. And the reason why is because we do have friends that have meme coins
Mhm.
that are working, and they're working hard for it.
Mhm.
Yep.
But then these other tokens, shit coins, they're not working at all. All they're working is to get your money.
Yep.
And
They got a
it makes-
contract. They push it. They sell it. They get out. They're done.
They're done.
Yeah.
Well, you're left holding
Mhm.
this bag of shit. Literally.
Yeah.
It's worth nothing. And I kid you not, I went through my wallet because everybody knows I'm a degenerate from, I'm a crazy degenerate. And I will be
True.
the first one to tell you that. However, since altcoins have started taking off, I got rid of every single shit coin that I hold and I put it into these altcoins. It wasn't a lot because half of them were only worth $5, $4, $1. Shit, like it was so bad.
Shit.
But as I was literally swapping out over and over all these different coins, I was like, look how much money I freaking wasted.
Mhm.
Look at how much money I didn't make a return on.
Mhm.
And it was a lot, you guys. Like, I have a shit ton of wallets.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet this didn't take. I bet this took longer than 5 minutes to do.
Well, 100% it did. And I'm not
Yeah.
saying I got out of coins like my Interlink. I would never sell my Interlink. Not right now.
Don't say never.
Well, I know, but I'm just.
But you're also not pumping it. You're not the one that's
Right.
sitting out there. Buy more Interlink so I can
No.
exit. That's not what we're doing here.
No,
Right.
and I really do
Poocoin.com.
have faith in Interlink's team, and I have faith in like certain Pepe. Even I think Pepe is going to do something. That is a meme coin, you guys. It's really
Yeah.
there's no anything behind it. Robinhood listed it. I've actually held Pepe for a really long time. It's the only
Yeah.
frog I ever go for. I'm not talking about
Right.
those. Shiba Inu is another one that's just a meme coin.
Yeah.
I'm not selling that. I'm not. I'm
Neither.
talking strictly shit coins. And I don't want to name any projects, but there are several out there. One project came out with one, and then all of a sudden the same influencer from this project are pumping 4 of them,
Yeah.
Yeah.
4
Yeah.
different tokens afterwards. But saying, oh, but I'm going to put the returns back in the original. No, you're not. No,
Yeah.
you're not. I've been watching it. You haven't been doing it. So stop lying to me.
Yep.
I wish that more people would open their eyes and really see what these influencers, big accounts, they may do giveaways, guys. They may do giveaways, but it's nothing to what they're making from you by pushing coins. And that's kind of where I want to end it. But I hollered at you about this, and I can't with a good conscience anymore, like just support these kind of people. I just really can't. And I just feel like more people need to get on board with that. If we want Web3 to be a thing, we've got to
Mhm.
get rid of this shit. We've
Yeah.
got to do it.
Yeah. Yep.
So is it just over or can we have a discussion?
Oh, no, we're good.
Okay.
That's okay.
So I'm with you. You want to know what my golden rule is about everything that you just said? This is how I play it.
Yeah.
If I get into one of those and they push another coin, I sell, I'm done.
Yep.
I'm out. I have never seen somebody start one, push another coin, and it ever do anything good for the original coin. Have you? Can you think of one instance? Now, maybe it has, but it hasn't been one I've been invested in. But that's my rule. If I'm in it, they push another coin, I'm done. I'm not, and I may not
Yeah.
sell, but I'm not buying into the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth coin. I just won't do it.
Right.
It's just been a red flag over the last 3.5 years that every time, everything I've been invested in, every time that happens, it never pans out. That's
doesn't.
my experience. Trade however you want.
Mhm.
That's just what I do. But I'm with you.
Sweet.
It's a little disheartening.
It is disheartening. So, like, if you want to, like, honestly, it doesn't matter the team behind it. right? It really doesn't at this point. And that was always my thing. Well, I know the team behind it and I want to get in because they're not going to rug me. Well, guys, they may not rug you, but they certainly won't have a problem selling the tokens that they got at the very beginning of the launch of the contract. And let me tell you something else that I forgot totally. A lot of these Solana coins that they're launching, what they're doing, and not a lot of people know this, is they're launching it on this thing called Pump.fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it is on, they launch it on Pump.fun without telling anybody.
Kevin hates this.
Yeah, Kevin knows.
Yes.
He's so and so what they're doing is they're launching this, letting all their friends get in first, and then putting it on Radium to where you can see it on Dex Screener 30 minutes to an hour after it's already been live.
Yeah.
And
if
then
you don't check, you don't know. Yep.
Mhm. And then they're talking about it. So I just highly suggest, if you want to get in these coins, look at the time the contract was made. If it's any more than an hour, you're not going to make any money.
No.
You're not. And
Not
so,
big money. You might turn 100 into 2, but if you're thinking it's going to buy you a car, it's just, there could be one out there, whatever, trade at your own discretion. But I do need you to define something for me, though.
yes.
Because you said it's more than just the team. Define what the team is. Like, are we talking about the people talking about it? We talking about the people behind the scenes? Because I think people get that confused.
Well, see, here's the thing: is the people
Yeah.
talking about it are the people behind the scenes as well. They just don't want to.
Sometimes.
They
Yes.
just don't want to tell people that they're actually part of a team. You guys, what team do you need for a shitcoin? Let's just really think about
True.
it. Think
True.
about it.
I know.
It is super simple to launch
Yep.
a contract. Super
Easy.
simple. I mean, I can do it within 5 minutes.
We
Right now.
talked Greg out of it like 18 times.
I know.
Yeah. For real.
And so my team is who?
You
They're
and
not
Kevin.
doing anything. Right. Me and Kevin, we're launching a contract. What do I need a team for?
Well, once you launch it, there's no utility. What are you doing behind the scenes? That's but words. I say this all the time, though. Words matter, right? So
Yeah.
just listen to what words are being said about what they're talking about, and if it doesn't make sense, you know what? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You put whatever spin on it you want, but I'm just to the point. Excuse me. I'm just to the point where I'm just tired of people getting wrecked, because it's different for different people, right? We've talked about this before. If I put $100 in, maybe that same amount of money, $1,000 to Greg is $100 to me. Okay, whatever. Or just whatever our finances are.
What?
But I've been reading different things. The people that I'm pretty sure don't have $1,000 to put into some of these contracts,
Yeah.
or $10,000, are actually moving money around to do so, and then now it's worth $200.
Yes.
Then it goes back to what we talked about before. You can't do anything but hold it.
No.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do? I mean,
Yeah.
I've actually read in a couple spots where people are taking 90% losses because they
Me.
need their money back.
There
Yeah,
was
well, you just did.
times I literally just did that because I was like, at the time, can you go get that guy?
Kevin, bad boy, Kevin.
It was like a preach, Holly, preach.
Mike D to the
My
rescue.
name's Mike D and I'm about to get money.
Yeah.
He's out of control. But he's going to take him outside. Mike D's working outside, so Kevin's now going outside.
Mm.
He has helper.
I just,
the birds.
there's that saying that says, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But fool me 3 times, I'm just an idiot at that point." And I feel like we're at that point where we're just idiots if we're investing our money into tokens from the same people. That's all.
Yeah.
Not only that, though,
Well-
but let's be honest. Let's just be 100% transparent. I went
Okay.
through this same thing 3 years ago. Does anybody
Yeah.
remember the token flavors?
Yeah, I was
Oh,
thinking about
flavors
that
and
one.
Tuesday.
Flavors.
That was crap.
I'm not even going to talk about Bruno, but think
Fingers
about
drip.
some of the tokens
Drip.
that came out that completely just, and some of these were actually supposed to have utilities, right? Remember the drips from
Yes.
flavors and all these different
Yeah.
things.
hmm
But did I learn my lesson on the first one? Obviously not.
Oh,
I bought into some
No.
other ones that will remain nameless, but so it is a learning curve. There is some point to it where we all get to, hopefully we all get to the point where we go, I'm done with this.
yes.
Because even 3 years ago, that little bit amount of money that if I'd have just put those things into like XRP and different things like that,
Yep.
Man, can you imagine what that would be?
Oh, I know.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
So
part of the
much
learning
money.
process.
it is. It absolutely is.
You guys,
I just don't want people to get scammed. Is
Yeah.
all I want.
and it even goes deeper than that. If you had just held it in Solana and not moved it
Oh
over,
yeah,
you would actually have a lot more Solana. It would be worth more than it is today. And that's
Mm.
kind of something that I was like, oh shit, that's
yeah.
it was bad.
Man.
It was bad.
Yeah.
I
But
might
yeah,
pay for your car.
Thanks, Matt.
I know. Thanks, Matt. Go get him, Kevin. That's right.
Is that what that little thing comes up?
Yeah.
Matt sent us some money. Well,
Yeah.
we'll invest that in a shit coin for you, Matt.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll never sell it.
Flavors.
And honestly, to be 100% transparent with everybody, you can't take the degenerate out of me. You really
Oh
can't.
no, I've tried. Right, Holly?
Right on.
He's tried.
I
One,
have
two-
tried.
He's like, okay, I
And
can't.
finally, I was like, "You do you. It's fine.
Yes,
Whatever."
that's-
But I am not going towards the coins that people are talking about. I'm actually doing my own research, and it's not even a lot of research. But
It's not hard, is it?
No, it's not.
Just
Couple
get your
clicks.
get your clicks and go in there and just get your fields down and like within the 30 minutes or within whatever, and
Mhm.
they'll pop
Oh,
up.
Coin market cap.
Yeah,
All
and
the
that's the
info's
thing.
there.
I have a little filter on Dex Screener to see, when it's launched, what the market cap's at, what's the LP at, is the
Mhm.
LP locked? Like I have all these things that I look into before getting in, but I promise you, it's not coins that are being talked about on Twitter. It's
No.
just not. And you guys will never know what coins I'm getting into because why? I won't talk about it because I am
No.
not going to steer my I hate even calling them followers, so my friends the wrong way. Oh,
Mhm.
Holly got
Yeah.
into this. Let me get into it. No, that's not how we're doing it. I won't say a word because even if I make a crazy amount of profit, I'd rather give you some of my profit than have you get in a coin that you're going to get wrecked in.
Absolutely.
Smart.
There is a big responsibility, and what I hate is, so we've actually all four of us have tried really, really hard over the last 3, 4, 5, 6 months to make sure that we don't accidentally like give our stamp of approval on things. I mean, we still got friends we're rooting for, right? We're rooting for Trucker. We're rooting for those guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But it's like, I'm not going to say go buy, I don't know, XYZ token because my buddy told me, hey, this is the next thing. I have a friend that Friday we were actually looking at the market cap of one of these coins. And it was started, he got in at 1 million market cap. We were watching it as it was at like 38, 40 million market cap. Saw him today. He's like, guess where the market cap is on that now? 200 million. He's going to make like 50 grand on this. He really is.
Dang.
Good for
And
him.
yeah, but if I would have told you about that coin and you would have put your money in it, Holly, you would have lost every dime.
Probably.
That's just how it feels like, right? So I don't like recommending any of that stuff to anybody.
Well, and yeah, I have, we have a friend that we're in a group chat together, and she was like, let me know if you need me to sell anything else because it'll skyrocket after I do that. So what coin do you want me to sell? And it does feel like that.
Yeah.
The minute I tell, my friend about something, it drops. It happened actually. I'm like, oh, I got into this one, you can look into it. I kid you not, 2 minutes later, I went back and I said, please don't put your money in there, please, because it just dropped like that.
Hopefully
So-
they didn't go, it's too late. I just did.
Oh, thankfully they didn't. Or they didn't tell me. But
Yeah.
but I don't think they did because it happened so fast that I was able to get back over and say, don't do it. This is not, this isn't good. So
But guys, let's get down to the brass tacks here. At the same time, there is huge money to still be made. There just is. If we are like part of the 2% of the people worldwide that are investing,
Yeah.
And you are seeing things getting like XRP. I mean, it's not at its all-time high yet, but it hasn't been close to $1 in a long time, and it hit like $1.20 something over the weekend. I think it's down to around $1.05 now. But XLM is also one of those that's moving that doesn't cost a whole lot. I mean, Bitcoin is all over its all-time high right now. ETH is not quite there, but it's way higher than it's been in a while. You can see the writings on the wall that the bull market is really heating up. And so I'm excited for everybody out there. I just wanted to make everybody to make money.
Yes. Did you know that when we were on the phone for hours on Monday,
I had a 4-hour conversation with Caleb on the phone this week, and I think you and I were on the phone for like 2.5 hours one day.
Yeah, it was a long time.
Let's make up an excuse to get off the phone with Greg. I'm like, Greg, I gotta go. There's somebody here.
Shoot, you had an hour conversation with me at work on Monday.
I did.
Mally had called, and me and Josh were having a conversation about damn near everything. Like
we solved all the problems.
All the world's problems Josh and I solved that day.
A book.
And Mally had called twice while we were on the phone, and I'm like, she's fine. And then so I called her back. When I got off the phone, I called her back and I said I was on the phone with Josh, and she goes, for 2 hours? Yes.
Sorry, it was 3.
Talk about no, but when we were on the phone, we were talking about XRP and what our DCA is. Our DCA is.
Yeah.
And I told Josh 38 cents. I lied really bad. You know why? Because I started buying it at $1.38.
Oh yeah, because it was way back when. Yeah.
And so I don't know why I like 38 was stuck in my head. And Josh is like, oh, like, holy crap. No, my dollar cost average really is around 87 cents right now because I've been
crushing you.
Oh, you are crushing me.
Crushing you.
But I mean, but I started buying it about 3-4, it's either 3.5 or 4 years ago at $1.38.
Well, it will be back there before too much longer, I promise you.
Oh no, I'm totally okay with it. My dollar cost average is lower now, and it's
gonna go way over
what it is.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and I am holding out long term. And can you hear my dog like being a crazy person now?
Nope.
It's
She's like over here crying and whatever.
Oh.
Yeah, she wants to go outside, and then you open the door, she won't go.
Yeah.
That's Rupert.
I have a dog exactly like that. They should be friends.
Yeah.
No comment.
All right, Caleb, you ready to ask us some questions?
Sure.
Yes.
You didn't sound real confident in that. Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure.
Too bad.
I mean,
It's time for Caleb's Choice.
His choice.
His rules.
Now.
Holly disappeared.
All they said the hell with your
Oh.
segment, Caleb.
Dang.
Shane
Purple.
having it.
Wow.
Well, we'll just start
All
with
right.
that.
Well, I like to watch a lot of movies, and last night I was flipping through the channels, and they had a lot of Christmas movies out, and I just thought of this question: who do you think's funnier, Jim Carrey or Will Ferrell? It doesn't have to be Christmas movies, but that's why I was thinking of it because I saw The Grinch and Elf.
Wait, can we repeat?
No.
Will Ferrell or Jim
As
Carrey?
soon as you lose,
Yeah,
you're
who's
out.
funnier, Jim Carrey or Will Ferrell?
Jim Carrey for me.
Okay. What
I
do you
would say
got?
Jim Carrey as well.
Oh no,
I
Greg,
went out of turn.
get out of here.
Ooh.
No.
Kicked him. All right, so I this is not just because I'm trying to be different. This is just how I really feel. I go with Will Ferrell.
Okay.
Really?
I like the
I'll be
subtle, like the more subtle humor. Jim Carrey is like in your face. I mean, he's talented. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, but I like the
Yeah.
little things that like Will Ferrell will say that if you have to really pay attention, but it's super hilarious. I don't know. It's just me.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
and I feel like
Sarcasm.
Will Ferrell for me is more a hit or miss. Like sometimes I think he's funny, and other times I'm like, oh my gosh.
Oh,
this-
I agree 100%. But Jim
Yeah.
Carrey's the same way for
See,
me.
and I don't. Jim Carrey isn't like that for me. I think he is just funny all the time. So
Yeah.
yeah.
See, I liked him in Liar Liar. I thought that was a really funny movie. I know this one wasn't supposed to be funny, but I didn't really care for The Man on the Moon. But The Truman Show was good. So
That's
it's kind of a, that's That's not really a
Cable
comedy.
Guy. That's my
Yeah.
favorite one.
But see, I didn't like Cable Guy either.
I didn't
don't-
either.
I didn't think he was very well
Well-
cast in that.
I did. I agree. I did not like
It's
that
supposed
one.
to
either.
be Chris
But I
Farley's
didn't like the movie as a whole.
Yeah,
Like,
Chris
I think-
Farley was supposed to be the Cable Guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if it had
Oh.
anything to do with his. Was it his death? Is that why? But I don't know. I look at like the Ace Ventura movies. Not really my cup of tea.
That's
But-
over the top.
Yeah.
that's good,
But
though.
it's funny. I like it. But it is overkill. And it's
Yeah.
meant to be that way.
I know, but that's not my sense of humor. So I have to go with Will
Yeah.
Ferrell when it comes to that.
Well, yeah, I get behind that. I heard that Jim Carrey is just good. Like a lot of his catchphrases were improv.
Yeah,
Like it wasn't
yeah.
even part of the script.
I
Like, he
believe
just
that.
went with it.
Oh, I think he's super talented. Don't get me wrong. I really do believe that. And I don't hate him. If I had to pick, that's what direction I'm going.
You hate him.
Alright.
Makes sense.
True. I actually really liked him
Right.
in Living Color. That's how old I am.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds good.
All right.
That's all.
Question 2. Thanksgiving's almost here. What are you looking forward to the most? Doesn't have to be food. I mean, it could be, but it could be what do you enjoy the most about Thanksgiving?
Hmm.
I am not a big fan of Thanksgiving,
Okay.
which is kind of crazy because I refuse to
Can
skip
you take
over
her
it.
off of this? Oh,
But-
Yeah, hold on a second. Did anybody watch last week's podcast when she said we got to give Thanksgiving its time? You can't
I
do
do.
Christmas too
I-
soon. But I hate Thanksgiving.
I am not a fan of Thanksgiving, but I still feel like we shouldn't like just bypass it. Because I think it just goes back to it's all about food, and I am not a foodie at all. Like,
Yeah.
and so it's just like, oh, there's like hours of freaking cooking, and then you eat, and then it's a freaking long time to clean all that crap up. Like,
And
it's just, not that I really even help, but I feel bad for everybody having to do it. No, I really don't help. I'll help clean, but you don't want me to help cook.
I think my favorite thing about Thanksgiving, though, is just the 4-day weekend. I know when I was working in the field as a plumber, it was the only guaranteed 4-day weekend we had all year.
Yeah.
You just
Mm.
always knew you were getting those 4 days off. So for me, that's always kind of stuck. Just knowing I have 4 days off in a row. And, there may be other times where we did get 4 days off in a row, but it was the only guaranteed time every year. So
Yeah.
that's what I look forward to the most.
I mean, I am looking for, so this year we're going to Seattle
Oh,
for
nice.
Thanksgiving. Yeah. Mike D's family lives over in Seattle. So I get to actually meet a lot of them that I haven't met yet. So that,
cool.
I mean, I'm looking forward to that, I guess.
Hopefully they like you.
Yeah, I won't have to see them again if they don't.
Oh, man.
I'm totally kidding.
Whoa,
Totally
whoa.
Had a dog and his name was.
No, they're
Bruno.
really good people. I mean, but there are some that I haven't.
Yes.
We'll see how
Huh.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess maybe we should say that up front. We will be on next week, but we are taking Thanksgiving weekend off.
Yes.
We're going to take that Sunday and that weekend is be able to spend time with family and things like that. So then we should be back, I think, pretty much every weekend until maybe the weekend after Christmas. I don't know. It's Christmas on Wednesday, so I think it probably works for me. We'll talk about it later, but
So
we
pushing
won't be
Holly's
here.
100 another week.
Mhm.
Yeah, pushing it another week. We'll make Matt redo the math.
Yeah.
All right. Question 3. Is that what we're up to?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Are you guys done watching celebrity boxing matches? If not, who would you like to see fight?
Mm,
You got Shaq and Gronk. We're talking about putting something together. And
I'm
having
done
them
with
fight.
it.
oh yeah.
I'm done with it.
Uh,
Hey, Greg's out. He's out.
Greg's totally done with it. He's through it all.
I don't know. I guess for me, it definitely has everything to do with who.
Who's fighting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Gronk and Shaq, I would just watch it because it's Gronk and Shaq.
Yeah.
But I think it's dumb. Like NBA player, football, NFL player. I don't get it. Like, why are we boxing? Just like the influencer boxing thing they said on the very first match. I was like, this is
Yeah.
stupid.
That
Who
was
are these guys? What do you mean they're influencers of what? I
Mhm.
don't know who they are. I've never heard of them.
it.
I would like to see Mark Cuban and Rachel Maddow how do you say her last name? Maldo. I don't know. The chick off CNN that looks like Mark Cuban.
She
That's
looks
who I-
like Mark Cuban.
Oh,
Yeah, I want to see them go. Those two go at it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'd rather
don't
they
know.
just do like each of them build a bot and battle.
there you go. Battle bots.
Battle
There you
bots.
go.
Boxing.
Elon Musk would be the king.
Yeah, he would.
Celebrity battle bots.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of, did you guys see there was a fight? Like they showed it on during the fight, and it was somebody was fighting during COVID, and it was all, oh my gosh, you have to go back and see it. I swear to you, it was like AI. It wasn't, it looked so fake. And they tried saying it was during COVID. It was like a private event because of course you couldn't
Oh.
really go. And so it wasn't like you didn't see the crowd or anything. It was just,
You think it was two fake people?
it looked like it 100%. I
Hmm.
was like, are they reenacting something? And Mike D's like, no, I think they did it during COVID. It was a private event. And I can't remember who it was that boxed, but it
I'll
was
have to
even,
Google it.
yes. And it looked freaking fake.
Huh.
Hmm.
You need to look for it
Okay.
and tell me your thoughts.
Because during COVID, I know that WWE did their stuff and they did it in front of no one. It was just TV screens where the fans
In the
would be.
warehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just not the same. There's the
Definitely.
crowd does matter.
It
Yeah,
was,
that was
it was
odd.
weird looking. So I'm going to need you guys to do a
I'll
little.
check it out.
Yeah.
I'll do homework for you, Holly, but not for Greg. Caleb,
Can
did
you
you
blurt
say
us
who
out?
you wanted to see fight? Ooh.
No,
Greg's
but
feisty
I mean,
today.
I enjoy
Blur
watching
it out.
boxing, but not celebrity stuff. It's stupid.
Yeah, I think boxing as a whole is on the downfall. I think
Yeah.
the combat sports are kind of where it's headed towards.
Yeah.
But I'm never the guy that gets super involved in like the big pay-per-view fight where you have to buy
Right.
UFC, whatever. I just,
Mhm.
if Holly, if you buy it, I'll come watch it at your house, but I'm putting my money in XRP.
Oh, there you go. You know, I do enjoy UFC and just boxing. I really have always, I mean, but my dad was really big into boxing, and so absolutely not. Whiskey would probably
We have to make that happen, Meg. I
no,
will reach out to Whiskey, see if we can't get some charity on the line.
be mad enough at Whiskey to hit her.
We'll
That's
get you those giant inflatable gloves, and you guys can duke it out that way. Yeah, so
Yeah.
nobody really gets hurt, but you just go at it. That
would be-
I will pay money for that for sure.
yeah.
Virtual. Virtual.
During watching those girls fight, there is no way. There is
No.
no way. You
They're
better
badass.
take
Bloody.
me all the way off. Give me some tequila, and then maybe I will get in a ring like that. But no.
Pillow fight. There we go.
There is a professional pillow fight league.
Yeah.
No, there's not.
Hey.
Is it
There
really?
it is.
Yeah,
Oh wow, just like lingerie football.
yeah. Here's Holly's question.
Is it possible to commit a truly selfless deed?
I feel like this is a
We're all
trick.
gonna pretend like we're frozen.
I don't know if
I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Well,
What?
can you do a selfless deed? Can you truly do it selflessly?
I see what you're saying. Because if
Even-
I do it and it gives me no benefit except for just being happy that I did it, is that selfless? Is that where you're going with this question?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh shit.
No. I'm gonna. I
Mind blown.
there is. I
Well-
really, really don't think there is.
I do think there is.
Okay.
I think the only thing that could probably truly be selfless is giving one's life for another one's life. Like if I push you out of the way of a car so you didn't die and I died, I'm not gaining anything from that except death. There will be no pride involved. There'd be no feeling happy about doing it because I'm gonna
There's
be
no
dead.
time.
No. So I think maybe giving your life for someone else is probably truly selfless.
I would say that. That's
I-
kind of.
Holly
Yeah.
disagrees, so you're wrong.
I just feel like
We're just having a conversation. We can disagree.
you did it. Why did you do it in the first place?
May not even had time. May just been instinct. I may not even been able to
Yeah.
think about it.
Just to save somebody.
Help
Wouldn't that be
somebody out.
selfless?
Not
you did-
necessarily.
What?
I mean, I'm an old dude. Like, if there's
Oh.
like any kid I see doing something that's going to get hurt, I will definitely lay my life down for that kid. Like, I don't care. It
Yeah.
doesn't, but I don't see,
No, yeah,
I can't see why it would be not selfless because
Yeah,
I'm dead. I'm
explain-
getting nothing out of it. Like, it doesn't
Explain
matter.
that, Holly. How
Well,
is that?
I mean, you may not be getting anything out of it yourself. However, people give you credit for doing that, regardless if you're dead or alive.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter to me because I'm dead.
But you don't know that for sure. You don't know that for sure.
But just because
Because-
someone else gives you credit doesn't
Are
mean
you really like dead? You know what I mean? Like, are you to where you don't know what you did?
What?
Or
I'm so confused.
there's Mike D. Or do you get rewarded in the afterlife for it?
What does Mike D think?
That's
you-
he's the same. He's on the same as I am. We talked
Well,
about.
I don't think we know where you're at, Holly. You think you get rewarded for it in the afterlife?
Yes, I do think you would.
But you don't know
So
that.
therefore, it's not selfish. You're getting rewarded for it,
You're-
and so I feel like, yeah,
Hmm.
there
If
is
you did it solely to get rewarded in the afterlife, then yes.
Yeah.
But that'd be different than instinct kicking in and going, I'm going to save my wife from this burning house. Maybe not even knowing that it's going to kill me, but it does. I understand what you're
Oh.
saying. I hate questions like this because it breaks my brain.
but there's
Yeah,
really not like a right or wrong answer.
I see
Oh
what
no,
you're
my
saying.
answer is always correct.
It is.
I'm always right.
No, it's not. But
Wow.
I feel like it's just perception. It's based off of your own perception on whether or not I personally do not think that there is one. I just really don't. But there's always like something behind you doing something. Whether it's
Alright.
good or bad, I do think that there is something behind, even if it's, subconsciously you're doing it out of instinct or whatever, there's still something behind that driving that instinct.
Maybe.
I
I
see
think
where you're
sometimes you just
going.
do things because it's the right thing to do,
Well, yeah.
but not because I
There's-
need credit.
But it's
Mm,
still not selfless.
I
Doesn't mean it's wrong.
disagree. And I'm not saying like if you do things hoping that you'll get rewarded for it. I don't think that's the route to go because I really do believe that's where karma kicks in. Like they're like, now you expected something in return. Why am I gonna? I just don't think there is one.
We've
I
been on the
I
air
respect
for
that.
an hour and 12 minutes, and I really don't want to get into the karma discussion because that will be 45 minutes. Maybe we should talk
Karma
about
to
karma
Dharma.
next week. Should we do that?
Oh yes, let's.
Karma
Karma next week. Huh?
and Dharma.
Because Holly and I will still be friends afterwards, but
Yes, we do disagree on karma.
we'll probably be really red faced by the time it's over.
Holly, Ruby wants you to read the comments.
Holly needs to get back to knitting. Read
Well,
my
up higher.
Holly. You
Ruby.
helped my cat. How can you say it wasn't selfless?
Ah.
Because it made her feel good about herself.
100%. And animals, I will help any animal because not only is it making me feel better about myself, it's really I'm trying to save the animal. Like
Greg's going to come on the next podcast and be like, meow. I identify as a cat. Please help me, Holly.
Stop it. No.
That's what she
No,
can feel
that
good.
is not why I did
Yeah.
it. I just like
That's-
I don't know. I saw an animal in need and a
You're helping.
friend
Yeah.
in need as well, and I helped. But
it was for you, really.
it honestly, when it's all said and done, you do things for yourself. Like just think
Hey.
about it for a minute. The things you do, it made me feel good that I was
That
in
you're
it
able to help.
to help.
Yeah.
That
And
you were
so-
doing what you thought of as selfless, which benefited your soul.
Well, yeah, I didn't help out because I was expecting anything in return at all.
Yeah.
But doing that also gave me that like sense of happiness, and
Love.
it did it for me as well. It wasn't just for the cat, or it wasn't just for Rudy, it was for me as well.
But you did
get
it
behind
for
that.
that reason, or that was the result after you did it?
Look what you've done.
Did you give just so you would be happy to the fact that you gave?
No, I
Okay,
did.
so I think that's selfless. Your reward was the happiness it brought you, but you didn't. That wasn't the motivating factor behind it.
No, I
I'm
know.
right. You're wrong. I'm right. You're
Never.
wrong.
Like Trucker said, it's
Hey.
kindness, just kindness.
Either way,
Holly
you
wouldn't know
look at
anything
that,
about kindness.
Yeah.
but either way
She
you
just
look
has
at
a
that
sign.
coin, it's
Yeah.
all good, right? Either
Huh?
way you perceive it. Either way
Well, yeah, and
we all
that's the
perceive
thing.
it,
Yeah.
it's still good.
So, what's the point of this question then, Greg?
Huh?
Oh, I wanted to see where you guys were at with that. I still think like there's an underlining, even if I didn't do it with the intentions. I did it with the selfless intentions. However, you still subconsciously know like why you're doing it. You know, that it would make me feel good at the end. You
Yeah.
do
Helping
things,
people.
yeah. Like I don't know how to explain it in the right words, but I feel like you still subconsciously know. You still have that in you, whether it's like instinct or wanting to help, you know what it's going to do for you at the end of the day. And so I don't know.
Yeah. I'm with you. I get it. I think at some point we're just like picking over things that I don't know. I get what
straight
you're
in your
saying.
soul
Yeah.
to do good.
Yeah, I just never been a big recognition guy. I don't really want
Every day.
recognition for things.
No, I hate recognition.
Yeah.
Please, like, don't do that because I'll end up like getting upset about it. Like, I don't like it to be. I mean, Holly did this. I didn't do it so you would, you know,
Right.
like talk about it. I prefer you
Wow.
not to because
Yeah.
then other people like, hey, you want to help me too? And so it's like, oh man, yeah. So
Oh,
So, Greg, do you have a cryptic corner today, or are we putting this thing to bed so we can watch the Chiefs game?
nope. I got a cryptic corner.
Yay.
I mean, yay!
Spooky.
Wow. Wow. After that conversation, geez Louise, that was deep.
that was deep.
So now we're
As soon as I saw the question, I was like, here we
I like
go.
it. I like
Missing
it.
kickoff. We're going to miss kickoff now. No, it's all good.
Selfless act, Josh.
Yeah,
Selfless act.
I'm doing it for selflessly.
So, okay, we're going to transition to UFOs.
Yeah.
So, you guys, did you watch any of the UFO hearings?
No, I saw the highlights
Congress?
of them, but yeah,
About the disclosure?
basically they're saying it's real,
Pretty much. Yeah,
Huh?
they're pretty much coming
but they
right out
have
and
life
saying that
forms and things like that.
they're saying it's they I don't think they said that they had life forms, but they
I thought
said
somebody said
a
something
lot
about a
of-
humanoid or something. I don't remember.
maybe, but they have admitted that there are programs for non-humanoid activity. Or
Maybe
craft.
that's what I heard him say. That may have been it.
So
What about
I do
pictures?
have-
Did they give pictures?
no, I don't think they showed any pictures, but they're pretty much coming out and saying that there's definitely secrets like program going on with like they call them UAPs, not
Oh,
UFOs.
yeah, I just saw it. Like they had a whole
What's that stand
Big
for?
time.
thing on it.
I don't know.
Yeah, they did, Greg, like 2 days ago.
No, I'm saying I don't know what UAP stands for.
Oh. And
But yeah, no, I've watched the hearing all the way through.
Oh, did you? Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't. It was long.
It was like 3 hours long.
No, this video you're about to show us is not 3 hours long, is it?
It is.
Okay, then I'll be
Yes.
back after the Chiefs game.
Okay.
Imagine
I
a
get-
hidden
oh.
alliance of advanced alien civilizations. The concept of a galactic federation fascinates many. Some suggest this federation includes advanced alien species who observe Earth and await our readiness for cosmic membership. Are these claims true? Some propose governments secretly communicate with extraterrestrial leaders, while others dismiss it as fiction. Though no concrete evidence exists, rising UFO disclosures and the search for life spark curiosity about this possibility. If a galactic federation is real, it could mean we're not alone, or that we must prove our worthiness. The idea of a galactic federation raises intriguing questions about humanity's place in the universe. Galactic Federation, myth or reality? The truth might be nearer than we think.
The truth is out there.
The truth is nearer than we think.
What's that mean? That's vague.
Vague.
Wow.
We're about to go into the Galactic Federation, Josh.
Still not sure what that even means.
Me neither.
Is that why you
Gosh.
drank moon water?
Oh god.
Meg knows.
Yeah.
Disclosure. Prime Directive. Have you ever watched Star Trek?
No. Star Trek's.
Once
No.
we gotta reach warp speed, and then the Vulcans come down and greet us. You know, live long and
Oh,
prosper.
Spock.
hmm
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know, Greg.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
However, there is a documentary that we've been watching on Netflix that's actually really good. You should watch that one. And it's all about the different phenomenons that are happening. And the guy who Lazar, that interview, it's him. I don't know what his name is.
Bob Lazar?
Yeah, Bob Lazar.
Oh yeah.
The guy who interviewed him,
Yep.
George
Helmet.
Knapp.
Oh yeah, I know George Knapp.
Mhm.
It's him. And it's a new documentary that just came out on Netflix. It's actually really, really good. And they talk about, you know, the mutilation of animals
Yeah.
and how precise things are, and like then the UFOs and different like formations it's making in the grass. It's kind of crazy. You need to watch it. It's really good.
That's the coast to coast guy, I
Mm,
think.
I don't know.
Oh,
I just know
Something like that.
I'm just being forced to watch this stuff. However, it's really fun.
I don't know
Yeah.
who any of those people are.
George
Nori.
Nori.
Yeah.
I thought Knapp was off. Okay, George Nori, black hair. Yep.
Yeah.
I
He's been around for
I
a
have no
long
idea
time.
who that is either. I just know things apparently.
He always does the alien stuff on his
Holly, do you
podcast.
think aliens are real?
That's still, I still will always say I kind of believe it, but I'm still at the point where I need to see it to actually believe it and have confirmation.
They haven't
Caleb?
picked her up yet. They're still looking.
What about you, Caleb?
Do I think aliens are real?
Mhm.
I do not.
Okay.
What about you, Josh?
No,
Oh,
I don't.
I need to know why though.
I just don't. I don't.
he just
really-
don't.
I just don't. I don't know. My brain is very curious about things, but not things like that.
Make
I
your
don't know how to explain
Brain
it.
Start smoking.
No.
Unidentified aerial phenomena.
Yes.
That's what
Aerial
Meg said.
phenomena. Because I'm not saying that there. I mean, I've seen crazy lights in the sky do crazy things and stuff like that, but I don't know that there's not another explanation for it. Maybe there's not. Maybe it is true, but I'm going to need more proof before I'm going to start wasting brain cells on it.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Just
I
me.
mean, and like Rudy has a point, but how can we be the only living beings in this universe? And I kind of feel that same way. Like there's got to be more than just us. And then if there is just us, why just us?
Could they be demons?
I don't
It
know.
That's,
could
that's
be.
what I think.
I'd
could
rather
not
have
be.
aliens than demons.
The demons are real too. So
What about angels?
There's just so many.
yeah,
questions. So many.
I don't know.
Trucker said just drive through mid Florida. They're definitely real.
Definitely real.
Not really.
Yeah.
I know people don't want to believe. I can get that. People don't want to believe they're real.
And it's not even that I don't want to believe that they're not real. I want to believe they are real, but please come visit me. I've been begging
Mhm, you have.
and nothing.
I've
Great.
been begging.
Craig, put your begging tape to the universe to see if they could beam somebody down. It didn't work.
Something.
maybe
No.
December will take all of us up.
There's some weird
I don't want to go.
is
Hey, Chris.
that happened in Brazil. I
Oh, the
didn't
Brazil.
know. What did you just say?
Brazil.
Yeah, there's
The-
like I can't remember. It's called something, and this is on the documentary where it's just unexplained. Some of the things they just can't explain what happened. And some people had like beams that burnt them and have the
Mhm.
scar to this day showing that like what happened, showing pictures and stuff of them in the hospital with the same, the same scar or injury, and now it's a scar. But it's just, how do you explain that? How do you explain
Star
like a
Wars.
cow's precision of them being mutilated is the real question.
Yeah.
Because even like surgeons have come on, world-class surgeons, saying there is no way that anybody can make these.
Perfect incisions.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I just think there are some things out there that aren't necessarily meant to be explained, and I'm just not that worried about it. I don't know.
Well, what
Maybe
would
it's
it
because it's almost
fundamentally-
nap time.
Oh
Maybe.
no, it's not. You got to watch this game. Like
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I forgot.
no,
Are the
no.
Chiefs winning yet?
It
14
just
nothing.
started.
Sweet.
Yeah, right.
No.
Wait. Oh, I'm like,
But what would it change really if aliens came down? What would be the biggest oh shit moment?
Well, if you believe that aliens are real, I don't think anything changed. They've probably already been here, and nothing. It didn't matter.
Oh, I think a lot of people would just be like, confirmed, I was right. And then you'd have a lot of people like, oh shit.
That
real.
melts your brain.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It'd be the fear of the unknown, and then you know it's real, but you still don't know anything about it. There's still going to be that fear of, oh,
Yeah, people be
now I can't just discard it as it being fake. Like
Yeah.
it would be different for sure. Kind of like Independence Day, where they're all running from the city, and then some
Yeah.
people are standing on the building as it's getting zapped by the beam.
That would be me. That would be me getting zapped.
Take
Always
me up, and
waving.
then
Hey!
yeah.
Yeah. That
like I have Dogecoin. I can use
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You have that?
No.
They got some technology way better than blockchain technology, probably. But see, also,
Yeah.
why do we always, if you believe there is aliens, why do you always believe, or why do most people always believe that they are advanced in technology, more advanced than we are?
Because they got here.
Well,
Well, have they?
Well, I mean, according to the government, they actually came out and said that
Yeah.
UFOs
Well-
and bodies of aliens.
well,
Was it
think
from
about it like
Antarctica, right?
this. It's
Mhm.
not that all aliens are more advanced. Like if you're looking at it from this perspective, that there's aliens in the universe, multiple places.
Mhm.
Some are going to be primitive still,
Mhm.
and some are going to be advanced. It's not that they're just all more advanced than us. We're just at the level we're at. Some are more advanced, some are primitive.
Well,
what I
and
mean?
that's
It's not like
how,
they're
I mean, that's
all
how
more-
we are today. We are as humans. There's some people
Right.
who are smarter, a lot smarter than others.
Right.
Are you
Like, a
pointing
lot.
fingers?
I heard
Are we all doing like one of these things, or let's not do that?
My
That hurts
goodness.
somebody's feelings.
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes threw an interception. What an idiot! I knew he was going to.
Oh no.
This isn't going to be that game.
Oh,
They're going to get blown out by the Bills.
No, it's at 27-20.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
That was
I was just
absolutely-
looking at the
21.
deal. It said intended for no grade, intercepted.
Bill's
Oh,
touchdown.
no.
What Trucker just said.
Oh my gosh, no.
All right.
Probably. I
Well,
don't know.
That's all for the UFO or UAPs.
Yeah, see, Matt has a point too. That these
OPP.
aliens that we're speaking of are from another planet. That is true.
There you go. That's another idea that they've been here the whole time.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
Apparently, there was an unnecessary roughness penalty on that, but they still kept the ball. So I don't know. I know it's a good point. I don't. It's just one of those things that I don't spend a lot of time thinking on. Doesn't mean it's not important. It's just how my brain works.
Yeah,
Right.
makes-
fair enough.
fair enough.
I
Want
just
to take
like
this thing to
think.
bed?
Yes.
Put it to bed.
Listen, I feel like our putting to bed song is a little too like hype.
It helps me maybe not taking that.
Bet.
Maybe not taking that.
This is excitement for nap time.
So 27-20, hopefully that's the final score. If so, somebody wins 10 golden tickets. Good luck. I don't know. If not, it's Holly's fault because we picked 21.
Wow.
She went with 20. So yeah, blame her, throw her under the bus.
Wow.
No, actually, I don't really have a lot to say at the end of this. It's just always a good time. It's always fun. And
Yeah.
I just hope everybody is doing well. I hope that everybody's wallets are growing and that as we get closer to the holiday season, everybody prospers, you know?
Yeah.
So, you guys got anything else?
Ah,
It's been fun.
It's been real.
real.
It's been real.
Have a great week, guys. We will be here next week, and God bless.
Be kind.
All right.
I'm Caleb. Please like and subscribe.